Should you use Substack as a writer? I'm talking about reasons why you should and you shouldn't right now. I'm Suhaili, Latinx romance novelist and freelance writer and blogger for over 20 years. Today, I really wanted to talk about Substack and if you as a writer should be using the platform. First, let's go over what Substack actually is. So Substack is a free platform created for writers to share their work. You can share fiction, romance novels, you can share journalistic articles, you can share personal essay, nonfiction tips, whatever you want. Substack is a place that is open for all types of writers. When you write on Substack, you have your own platform and people who sign up, subscribe to your Substack, then receive a newsletter, an email when you post a story or whatever it is that you're writing. Readers can subscribe easily with their email and they can choose to subscribe for free or they can choose to give you some money, a monthly subscription or an annual subscription as well. I've been using Substack for a few years now. I started my Substack in 2020, I believe. And I have some tips on what to do if you want to use Substack and then overall my opinion of Substack for writers right now. I believe Substack is a wonderful platform for writers if you already have a mailing list and you already have an audience that really wants to read your work. And not only just read your work, but that wants to support you as a writer and purchase a subscription. Because to keep it real, you might have a big following. I have a newsletter of about 600 people and I only have 3 paid subscribers. So why is that? Is it because my writing sucks? Of course not. They gave me their email. If someone gives you their email, it's gold. It means that they want to support you. They want to read your work. The thing is that a lot of people, in my experience, struggle with committing to a monthly subscription or an annual subscription. So I do have an alternative to Substack, which I will talk about later on in the video, so keep watching. You should also start a Substack as a writer if you're going to write consistently. If you do not feel like you can keep a schedule, then I wouldn't suggest writing on Substack, especially if you have subscriptions. If you have subscriptions and people are paying to read your work, they're gonna expect you to actually show them and send them the work. If you don't have any subscribers and everyone is free, they're still going to want to see your writing if you expect them to subscribe and pay for a subscription. So bottom line, if you can't consistently write on your Substack newsletter, then don't start a Substack. Again, I'm talking about the other alternative at the end of the video, so keep watching. Another reason to start a Substack is if you have a book project or something coming up that you want to share with your audience. And I apologize if there's any noise in the background, like people are mowing or something. It's the suburbs, I can't help it. So yes, if you have an upcoming book project, I would suggest to use Substack to start a mailing list. You can offer free chapters or a paragraph, maybe some background information to get people excited about your characters. You can even offer them some behind the scenes or first dibs if they subscribe to pre-order, or even a sale, a discount if they sign up to your newsletter once your book project is published. Creating a Substack when you have a book coming up is especially exciting if you don't have a mailing list, right? So like if you're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, but you still haven't really started your mailing list, or maybe you switched careers or niches, or you're starting as an author brand new and you want to spread the word, it is imperative. I really need you to get emails, and Substack is an easy, free way that people can subscribe to your newsletter where they can get the email right in their inbox, right? And it is just a way for you to share your journey and for them to support you when the book comes out. It also is less pressure for you to constantly write because they know that you are writing a book. So yes, have a Substack if you are an upcoming author. And lastly on this matter, I want to give a word of advice Don't do what I did on Substack. I started my Substack again in 2020 and I kept changing directions. I have multiple things that I'm writing at the same time, which isn't boding well for me getting newsletter subscribers. I do have about 700 now. My open rate is about 33%, which isn't that bad. But I feel like my audience was expecting one thing when I started, which was sharing my romantic Latina Carrie Bradshaw dating stories. And now I'm only sharing, for the most part, my process for my romance novel and some clips and some other types of writing that they weren't expecting, because they were expecting me to just talk about my dating life. So when you start a Substack, you don't have to have like a plan. As a creative, I feel like it's great to just like experiment. But I do suggest that when you do the call to action to your subscribers on your social medias with your friends and family, that you are clear on what type of content, what type of stories you are delivering, when you are delivering those stories, and yes, the intention behind you starting the Substack, either to share your stories and have a platform where people could finally subscribe and you get paid for your writing and your work, or you have a book publishing project coming up that you want to get people to buy once you're done and it's published, and you want to have that mailing list. So that is it. Should you use Substack as a writer? Let me know what you think about that in comments. Are you gonna start a Substack? Do you have a Substack? How's it going? Before I go though, I did say that I wanted to give you an alternative to Substack, and I'm gonna do another video on this alternative. This is Buy Me a Coffee. You can do subscriptions on Buy Me a Coffee, as I said, but the beauty of the one-time donation is that people who might just want to pay you $10 or $5 or whatever, the one time to access some of your content, are able to do so. That's it for me, your girl Suhaiti. Let me know in comments if you have a Substack, if you have a Buy Me a Coffee. Share those links if you do have it. Let me know if you're gonna start a Substack and what you're gonna write. And of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video if it was helpful. I want to thank my recent subscribers. I see the numbers going up. This is a brand new channel, and I'm gonna keep coming back to share more writing tips for authors, aspiring writers, bloggers, novelists, and also keep you up to date on my romance author journey. Candy's dropping soon, so I'm so excited to tell you what happens and to share marketing strategies. I also share marketing and branding strategies, since I am an OG blogger with 20 years of experience that have been doing this for a very, very long time. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.